föl semmi.
Good evening and welcome to episode 30 of Velospitty Speed Talk. My name is Tina Snell from South Africa, and joining me for episode 30 is a whole crew of Hungarians. We've named the episode Magyar Magic, and the Magyar refers to Hungary, of course. And the backstory to this is that Hungary has had a supremely good run in international racing of late. Áron Katona, CC World title. Noel Zanocz, who's joined us here, was third in the 85 championships. And then Kevin Farkas, our man for the hard stuff. This guy has ripped up a couple of podium finishes and race wins in the Northern Talent Cup. Good evening, guys, and welcome. Let's introduce ourselves. We'll start with you, Kevin.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
All right, Kevin, just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the racing.
I got into the racing. I started when I was 50 years old, and I have a small pocket bike, like 210 cube centimeters, maybe. And I started with this. I trained my father a lot, and I loved the motorsport. And this is my starter story. About myself, I love going to meet with the guys and going to do races, and this is all, I think.
Okay. All right. Now we move over to the motocross side, and we have Noel. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to connect Áron and Bence with the chat. But Noel, you're a very good representative on the motocross. So if you just tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, I'm Noel. and I start racing when I'm 5 years old, and I happy with my third position in the World Championship.
All right. Well, yeah, of course, that is a supremely good result. Now, the big man behind all of them is a long-standing friend of mine, Cornel Nemeth, and he's literally a big man. I think Cornel was still in the last corner of the race, and his boot was already memory of you. And this was in Spain, in Merida, Badajoz, for the European Championship. And Gareth Swanepoel was battling to qualify. And I remember you came and you pulled him, and he said, "Man, I've never been pulled on such a fast lap." I don't know if you remember that.
Nah, nah, that was rainy day, right? Can be. We we were like Rattray and Swanepoel. We rode so.
Sorry, we just lost you. Can you just say that again, please?
I was asking you. That was a rainy day. That was rain. That was rain, or in Spain. You don't remember, right?
Yeah, it was. It was. I forget what it was, but Gareth was just struggling to qualify, and you were. It was a European 1-5 championship, and you were qualified, and I remember you came and called him and said, "Come for a lap with me," and you pulled him in.
Yeah. Nah, that we were a lot together. Like when they showed up with you, Tyler and Rattray and Garrett, and then they rode in Germany, and we was hanging together almost every evening, and my English wasn't that good, and they was learning me this South African stuff like hey but and all this stuff that was pretty cool. And it's
Right.
it's 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 not it's not only Garrett
We
and
seem to have a. Yes, go ahead.
Tenos, do you hear me? Hello? I lost you guys.
All right. Cornell, we just lost you. I think we have a little bit of a connection problem, but we can you guys all hear quite well?
Jó
Yes.
hallottok minket? Noel.
Hát
Okay.
Tinust azt
Okay,
nem
good.
annyira, szóval szakadozva. Most néztem meg az internetet, de hát úgy néz ki, ezzel nincsen gond, szóval...
Alright. Yeah, well they okay with the connection. Not 100%,
All right.
but they said they okay.
Oh, all right. Well, let us try again. I'm just gonna see if we can switch our connection, guys. Apologies for the bad connection. We're gonna just try again. Let us just continue with the conversation. All right, guys, we're back. Does that sound better now?
For me, yes.
Yes.
Noel?
Okay,
Yes.
okay, all right. Now, let's pick up the story. Of course, the big story was out of the blue. We had Áron took the 65 world title. Now, maybe Cornell, you can take us through this. I mean, the world had not really known about this kid before he hit the World Championship at Megalopolis in Greece. So,
Tinus, you gone. Oh, ti hallotok?
Igen,
Kevin?
minden jó.
Tinus
Ide
el.
át. Hát egy kicsit.
Mi vagyunk csak online akkor.
Minden jó.
Noel, hogy sikerült a nap?
All right, guys. Apologies. We've had some streaming problems, but it should be. Let's hope it's all fixed now. Cornel, let's just get back to Áron. I think before the Junior World Championships, the world didn't know much about this young rider. What can you tell us a little about his history?
I know almost everything about him. His dad was riding in my dad's school for like more than 10 years.
Right.
And his trainer, who trains the guy now, is he was also a rider from my dad. And then when Áron was start riding, then he was also like I saw him a lot. My dad saw him a lot, and then so we know. I see him almost every month, and the guy is just as a super talented guy. He's when he wants and he goes for BMX Cross Hungarian Championship, that he can go top 3. That he's not a
Right.
BMX crosser.
Right.
He loves the sport. He goes every single day. He go out, even riding or BMX. He's out and riding. Oh, you guys gone again?
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay.
I just put you solo on the screen.
Sorry. He's what I see, it's he's so professional. I think he's like 10 years old, 11 probably, but he's so professional. He's not I would never say that somebody is stuck up, but sometimes you see the guys who are very professional and not really talking to nobody. Then a lot of people will say, oh, this guy is like he's stuck up. But no, he just he sit down, he think about what he's gonna do it, how he's gonna do the race, and he's a good starter. The package is very, very good. His dad has also good potential. I mean, the money. The suspension what he's riding is good. That the guy who's making the suspension for the guy, that I'm working with the guy since 2008. We won a lot of GCC. We won together German cross countries, the ADAC. That's the guy who's doing the suspension for the guy, for Áron. So, and then you see the results. It's like freaking number 1, right?
Right. Yeah. And Noel, for you, I mean, your result, Cornel was speaking about ADAC, and I know you very involved in the ADAC as well. So we know a little bit about you for a while, but what did you expect going into the Junior World Championships?
Mondjad magyarul, ha akarod, jó, és akkor lefordítom.
Hát
Értetted, hogy mit kérdezett?
igen, hát a szabad edzésen ott úgy éreztem, hogy elég jól sikerült megtalálnom a pályát utána.
De magára az egészről beszél, az egész bajnokságról, hogy tudod, hogy mi a cél, hogy hogyan mentek, ne egy futamról, vagy ne egy bajnok, tehát ne egy versenyről, hanem az egész bajnokságról, hogy képzeled el, hányadik szeretnél lenni, voltak hibák, mint tudnál javítani?
Hát összességében nem voltak annyira jók a futamok, a versenyek, de a bajnokságban 1 pontra állok az elsőtől, második vagyok, és hát szeretném megnyerni a bajnokságot.
I talk for him a little bit, okay?
Yeah, sure. We want to try his English though, because I heard him on the podium. He can speak English,
Okay, yeah, let's try.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Próbáld angolul akkor, Rob.
Jó. in a championship. Now
Yes.
I'm second with 1 point behind the first, and I
Yes,
would
that's
like
right.
to win the championship.
The ADAC. And in the Junior World Championship in Greece, did you expect a podium result? What did you expect when you went there?
I'm very happy when I'm third, but I would like to better than next year.
All right. Now, Kevin, we get to you because you had a remarkable season as well. The Northern Talent Cup, for the ones that don't know, this is a stepping stone series to MotoGP. In motocross terms, you can maybe compare it to EMX. And it's one of the regional stepping stone series. You have the European Talent Cup, mainly in Spain, the British Talent Cup in the UK, and then the Northern Talent Cup. And Kevin finished fourth in the series with some podiums and race win. So, Kevin, tell us a little bit about your season.
My season starts with Le Mans. No, not with Le Mans. In a test in April in Ossersleben, and the test is good, maybe, but a little bit sad because we not found the settings and other things. So we came to Le Mans and we trying to find a good setting, but we don't find it. And yes, I finished in qualifying P15s, and I'm trying to catch the first group, but this is not successful because it's a wet track in all two races. And yeah, I finished in the first race P10, I think. Yes, P10, and the other race is a DNF because I'm trying to get the fourth position in the first race, but my rear tire is sliding, and yeah, I crashed. And about that, I'm going to train harder, and yeah, I try, and I changed my mind because I needed it, and that's all. I think in the last few races I have a plus in my mind, so I think I can win the race, and Red Bull Ring I win, and this is a very good feeling, and I think I can win the next season of the Northern Talent Cup.
Yeah, because at the Red Bull Ring, of course, this is with a GP, and also the Red Bull Rookies Cup guys are there at the same weekend, and so you can race with all the MotoGP guys watching. So what was that feeling like?
What? It's I'm very nervous because not the live, but I'm really nervous because of oh my god, the MotoGP riders, oh my god. But I meted and talked some MotoGP guys, and they are very kind. Yes, the coolest guys I ever know, the MotoGP guys, and that was a very good feeling in the track. And I think I can win this. Yeah, like Fabio Quartararo. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is the feeling.
It's motivational. Now, for you guys, I've been nagging you guys for video clips, and thank you for you guys that sent some. Now, for your efforts, I spent 20 minutes and I put together a little video for you. So we're going to watch that now, and then we can unpack what happened in your seasons. So grab some popcorn and have a look at this.
Blessed are the ones that believe they can make it if they try. They can build a better life. To wake up to a sweet, sweet world where the distance is little light. Get burned or light your way. Feel the beast that consumes or the beast that feeds.
Hi guys. So there was your video featuring the riders. So what were your thoughts about that?
Nice.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, amazing.
You enjoyed it. So what's going to happen is that video is on my YouTube, but it was unlisted as until now. So I will make it public just after the show and give you guys the links so you guys can have it. Noel, you see now Kevin's road racing. What do you think of that sport? Do you follow that at all?
Yes, looks like very good. And I
Yeah.
my small sister in a video.
Yeah, that was cool, right? And Kevin, now you also got to see your Hungarian colleagues performing on the motocross track. Do you follow motocross at all?
Not really. I don't follow motocross. Oh no, Kori is left us. No.
Where is Cornell?
I think he have net problems. Maybe.
Oh, I hope we find him back. So yeah, and you know, one of the reasons why I started this group, Youth Force Racing, was a former GP rider from Scotland, Stuart Flockhart. He's a friend of mine. His son is now your age, and he races motocross. And we were talking, and I said, you know, I'd like to introduce road racing and motocross to each other, the riders, you know, because both of them are motivated and both of them have skills. So you know, it's good to see that. Noel, what are your plans? Obviously, you're going to do the rest of the ADAC series, and what are your plans for next year?
I would like to racing with 125 in ADAC,
Right.
Czech Republic, and European and World Championship.
All right. Corey,
Kori,
Cornell,
welcome back.
welcome back, my buddy. All right. No, I just asked Noel what were his plans, and he says for sure the move is to 125 next year. Do you know what Aaron's plans are? Will he go to 85 next year?
Well, yeah, probably he has already the 85. That's I know. Can I say something about Noel? Some stuff, Tinos?
Yes, tell me.
Yes,
Good,
before
like-
the world race, he telling me for the next year he racing with 65, but I think now he training with 85. I think for the next year he racing with 85.
All right. And Cornell, you were going to say?
Like we because I see Noel almost every day.
Right.
Working together, and he were like that. The thing is, like, also to win the championship, it's you can't win at the first race, so he's pretty, like my opinion is to be always in the top 5, top 3, and it looks like it works because we're catching the number 1 right now.
Right.
We start working on his fitness for the European Championship.
Right.
This is in 2 weeks in Italian.
Right.
We're gonna move to Germany this week, and then we stay there, and then after 2 weeks we go down to Italy.
Right.
The bike looks good. The suspension looks good. He's a very technical guy. I'm riding with him also trial and everything. That he's
Right.
improving his skills more than everyone else. Because everybody is a motocrosser. They're riding a little bit of try, but they never say, right?
Yeah. And you said to us before the broadcast starts that you, the former GP rider, have been invited to ride a flat track GP. So tell us about that.
I have a good friend. His name is Shroof, and he's like, "Oh, come over and ride a flat track." I'm like, "All right." I always wanted to try, and then first time in my life today, I rode couple of laps on a flat track bike and a flat track, and then he's like, "Oh, you have to ride this GP because in 2 weeks in Hungary is the GP." But the first.
Right.
Yeah, but I think Noel has the European Championship in Italian. I want to be there.
Right.
And even it's, it's a complete different sport than motocross or anything else. It's
Yeah.
interesting, but it's scary. I can tell you. Probably for
Right. Yeah, of course. No. Yeah, I know it's something, but you're not scared to hang it out. I know you a long time, So of course, Noel,
Can you give me a
in
minute,
the
please?
motocross, of course, the European Championship, the qualifiers are in regions. You are. I've been following the northwest region, and you will be now in the other region, but it's a strong region because you have the Italian riders there, and I would imagine that Vítězslav Marek is also in your region, or not?
I training in this track in Riola.
Yeah,
I like this, and
yeah.
I don't know. I think this is a difficult race, but I would like to win this.
Yeah, of course. All right, now let's move over to the asphalt again, Kevin. When you, at the Red Bull Ring, you raced and another youth series race, the Red Bull Rookies Cup. were you able to compare how the Northern Talent Cup, because they are both on 250cc bikes, but of course the Northern Talent Cup bikes are based on motocross motors. So were you able to compare the speeds of your class versus the Red Bull Rookies guys?
Yes, can I have a minute? Kori, segítenél egy kicsit, hogy mit mondott, mert ez most egy picit így komplikált volt.
Én sem annyira figyeltem, megmondom őszintén. Tinus, can you say it again? Sorry.
Please.
Oh,
Because
I'm
I
saying,
don't understand some words, and
I see.
because of that.
In the weekend in Austria at the GP of Austria, the Northern Talent Cup were there, and also the Red Bull Rookies Cup, the two classes. How did you find the comparison between your class and the Red Bull Rookies Cup with lap times and speed and so?
Érted, Kevin?
Különbséget?
Hogy hogyan láttad a két kategória között? Nem ismerem őket, azért nem vágom, hogy a Red Bull Rookies.
Igen.
Meg talán
Hát, külön sorozat, nem lényeg.
Igen, hogy hogyan láttad a különbséget, hogy mi a különbség, vagy a lap time-okat figyelted-e?
Yeah, I see the lap times, and they are very fast and very tight. Sometimes very tight. The speed, the Red Bull Rookies Cup bike is. My bike is more weight. I have plus 15 kilograms on my bike, and the Red Bull Rookies Cup now have 15 kilograms in his bike, and plus the Red Bull Rookies Cup bike have plus 20 horsepower or 16 horsepower, so they are very fast, and because of that the whole not season, the whole group is very tight.
Yes,
but I think Alonso win this.
Season. David Alonso is very good. He's from Colombia, very good young rider. Now, Noel, I mean, I don't know if you've watched the road racing, but in Kevin's class and also the Red Bull Rookies Cup, sometimes the top 15 bikes finish within 1 second of each other at the end of the race. It's incredible racing. And I will send you guys a link after the show where you can watch some of the races, maybe the one where Kevin won. So Kevin, did you, coming into the season, and especially after the problems at Le Mans, did you expect that there would be a win before the end of the season?
I have a goal to do a podium, but I don't think so. I can't imagine this feeling and the win. I can't imagine this, but I can show you the cup because I have. I have it, and
you have it there. Okay, well, and there it is, the proof.
Yeah, but this is
you won a race at the Red Bull Ring in front of all the KTM big guys. So that's something you're never ever gonna lose. All right, Noel, we spoke a little bit about your plans for next year, and with a 1 to 5, would you want to do the European Championship and again the ADAC, the Junior Cup for 2022?
Yes, I would like to win ADAC for next year, and I would like to more faster with 125, and yes, that's all.
All right, and how old are you now?
I'm 14 now.
You're 14. All right, and Kevin, how old are you now?
My plan is to win the next Northern Talent Cup session and to be on the Red Bull Rookies Cup, and the next step is to be on Moto3 and Moto3 and Moto2 and MotoGP. This is my plan.
Yeah, yes. Now, of course, for the sake of Cornell and Noel and also our viewers, the Red Bull Rookies Cup is a huge stepping stone series. For instance, Pedro Acosta, that was a leader or winner last year in the Red Bull Rookies Cup, went to Moto3 World Championships this year. and he's leading the championship by more points than I have money in my bank account. He's really pulling away there. He's really killing it. Kevin, I think that Jakob Goretzky and maybe also Rossi Moore would have got an entry into next year's Red Bull Rookies Cup. Do you know yet whether they got entries?
No, I don't know. I know Jakub is going to the Red Bull Rookies Cup because he win the Northern Talent Cup.
Yeah, that's an
And,
automatic entry.
Yeah, and
Yes.
this is an automatic entry. But Rossimor, I don't know. Maybe
All right.
maybe he stays here in the Northern Talent Cup one more year, or I don't know, something
right.
like that. But I don't know.
Now, Cornel, now this has been a huge time for Hungarian motorsport with 3-4 youngsters in top 10 in world terms. Has the media taken notice of that? Is this news in Hungary? Do people take notice?
Nah, unfortunately not. Nothing. Like, who knows Ken Roxon in Germany?
Yeah, that's the point,
Kenny makes, like the results who nobody made before a German, and then
right.
Nobody talk about Kenny. If you go to Frankfurt and ask some people who's Ken Roxon, nobody knows. Same thing here. Not so much support, but you know that, it's. I don't think so. You ever gonna get from country the money to go like the football guys.
Yes.
But it's getting better. We start to get more and more sponsors who likes the sport and they have a little bit money, and they give kids, and they helping the kids. But what I see in motocross, it's getting more difficult from not the rich family to get to the to the GPs.
Yes.
But because the bikes are so expensive, the diesel, just the fuel, the gasoline and everything, it's getting more and more expensive. Less people riding motocross, I think, because at the Corona time, what I see, because I leave from the school, right? So I have a company for that, and my family, I feed them from the hobby from the other people,
right?
And what I see that they stop to come and riding with me, just because they were scared to spend money on their hobbies,
right?
But this is again a different story, because that was extremely it was like a war, it's and I hope it's getting better. I went to the complete different story because of the Corona. But in Hungary, it's getting better. The people, they spend a little more money to give the kids, and then I think they can, these top 3 guys, 4, even 5 guys now in Hungary, they are riding GP's top 3 or top 5. Even I have one in enduro. He's riding also top 3. No the pro class, but he's very young. So I think we never had MX of Nations A final.
Right.
Team.
Oh, you've never been in the A final, right?
We never. I was top 10, so I would qualify myself, but another 2 guys wasn't. In England, I won the B final. The River was 2nd, and Jürgensen was 3, I think, or 3, or maybe Jürgensen was 2nd, and the River was 3rd. So I think my speed was enough, but another guys, couldn't play with me.
Yeah, you didn't have the support from your teammates, right?
Exactly. But I think these guys, Noel, Pergel, Áron, these 3 guys, and even there's more, 1 or 2 guys, they could go. And let's see, you know, maybe we're gonna have a one time also a Geisher, you know, because they made it
Well,
also from the east, you know. Geisher
yeah,
made
yeah, yeah.
No?
I was watching Tim Geiser. He's, for the people that don't know, he's from Slovenia, and I followed him from 65 days. And actually, the first race he did on a 85, and he was finished not even in the points. And I predicted to Shannon Terreblanche that this is a big rider coming because I saw what he had in his heart. You know, so you've touched on a very big point, which means in 4 or 5 years, Hungary look to have a very strong motocross of nations team. You know,
You know,
now,
like, you know, Tinos, there is always one guy who has to show in one country that is possible, you know, and I'm proud of
yes,
myself. I wasn't world champion, but you know, I went top 5 enduro cross. I went to X Games, world championship, top 3 freestyle. You know, so the people was like, okay, there is the Hungarian language, and the Hungarian people also, they can make it to the GPs. And there was
yes,
also one team guys who showed that, okay, somebody, and also Roman Yellen was, when you remember,
exactly.
you know, there was also like, okay, wow, who's Roman Yellen? He's riding MX3 top 3, you know. So Geisher actually wasn't the first guy who rode, but he went to the, okay, to be top 5 or win the GP is a different story, you know.
Yes, of course, of course. Now, Kevin, we swing back to you, and Cornell has now mentioned about the difficulties in motocross to get it around with sponsorships and everything. How, of course, the road racing is even many multiples of motocross in the costs. How do you find it with sponsorships and getting the budget?
My father has good friends in Hungary, and the friends has friends, and this is the protocol, and this is the sponsorship, and yeah, the sponsors are my friends, and yeah, this is all. The sponsors are my friends and my father's friends, and yeah, this is all. And when I win the race, some people in Instagram followed me and send a message to please join in the ATC or something else.
Right.
Wanna sponsoring me, or I don't wanna buy, but they wanna to buy uh, a leather suit, leather jacket, leather gloves, and etc. and something else.
Right, and of course, when you move up, when it goes to Moto 3, Moto 2, Moto GP, of course, by then you're in teams, but the money is just staggering. It's crazy money. Even at Moto 3 level, it is complete. I mean, you can run a motocross team for many years with Moto 3 budget even.
Yes, this is how I can.
I think they don't even know how cheap is our sport, or they want.
Yeah, I know how cost is a sport, because I normally I know the cost of the crashes or the new engine or something like that, but this is horrible weight money.
Nem, Kevin,
Yeah.
azt mondtam,
Yeah.
sorry Tinos, azt mondtam az előbb,
Go
hogy
ahead.
tudjátok elképzelni, hogy a motocross mennyire olcsó sport a tiétek.
Ja, akkor én értettem félre.
Illetve a crossosok nem tudják elképzelni, hogy a tiétek mennyire drága.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was mentioning the crashes. Now there's a MotoGP rider, or maybe a former MotoGP rider from the UK, whose team had a crash budget for him. You know, he was known as a big crasher, you know, so the team had a crash budget, and I had a rider in my team for whom I had a clutch budget, you know, so you know how it goes. But in any case, Noel, I see you guys in the car. You on your way back from training or what?
Edzésen voltatok, vagy teszten?
Igen, yes. Now we
Or
here in Rashaza when I live, and yes, now we training in Tapiobichka in Hungary, next the capital city Budapest, near
right.
and yes, good training.
All right. All right. All right. So when is your European Championship qualifier? Next weekend?
Not the I doesn't has got the qualifying for the European race, only the
Yes.
final in Riola.
Okay, in Riola Sardo. Yeah, very nice track. All right. Okay, guys. We had some trouble, unfortunately, with our links early in the conversation, and it's a pity that Áron and Bence couldn't join us, but we'll catch up with them again later. So Kevin and Noel and Cornel, thank you for joining us. Kevin, do you have some final words? Your future vision and where you see the rest of the career going?
My future reasons is to win I said to win the next Northern Talent Cup session, and that's all. This is my next step, and the other
Right.
step is the Red Bull Rookies Cup, and this is the
All right.
the protocol.
Yeah, and we will most certainly follow and keep up to date with that. And Noel, what for you for this year and the next? What are your goals?
I think the European Championship winning, and yes, that's all.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Cornel. Also, you with a fatherly hand over your riders, and we'll stay in touch with you, of course, to see what's happening at the European Championships with Noel. Right?
Thank you, buddy.
All right, guys. I had some private messages. Some people wanted to see the video again, so we're gonna sign out with your video again, and immediately after we've signed off, I will make the video live on my YouTube, and you guys can view it and share it. But with that, it's me, Tina Snell, signing off from Velospitty. Look out for another very, very, very interesting road racing interview coming to us from Spain. In our next episode, we will update you on that. A very exciting young rider. And as for the rest, just keep it safe. And until next time, goodbye.
Bye.
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 Many are the ones with dreams, blessed are the ones that believe they can make it if they try. They can build a better life, to wake up to a sweet, sweet world where the distance is little light. Get burned or light your way, feel the beast that consumes all the beasts that feed.